What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so here's the thing. I know a lot of you guys are going to probably come on here just to talk some trash and say that I'm a Dez Bryant hater. Well, that's not true. I love Dez Bryant. I'm very sad to see him go. But as I've said many, many times, over the past years, pretty much ever since 2014, 2014 was Dez Bryant's big year. That was the year that he had the best amount of yards, the most amount of yards that he had, most touchdowns in a season, and everything. But it's very good that Dez Bryant and also Jason Witten retired. Now, Jason Witten, it's good for him for other reasons. When he was getting too old and too slow, I wished he would have stayed one more season, but I understood why he decided to go ahead and retire this year. But why is it good that those two guys are gone? Specifically, why is it good for Dak Prescott? Well, here's the thing: is that Jason Witten can play with pretty much any quarterback. He's one of those type of receivers where he can, no matter what scheme he's in, no matter what team he's on, he's the type of player that is just good all around. He has that raw talent that makes him, in my opinion, at least a top 3 or top 4, tight end. So because he can block, he can catch, even though he's slower, I guess you could say. He's slow. Even though he's slow, he can still run routes better than most tight ends ever. So that's why he's top 4 in my opinion. But Dez Bryant didn't fit Dak Prescott's play style. Now, I know a lot of you guys that are going to watch this video do not like Dak Prescott, and I know a lot of you guys don't like Dez Bryant. But there's a reason why Dez Bryant has the highest, the most touchdowns of any Dallas Cowboy wide receiver. So, I mean, Dez Bryant was a good player. He really was. He was a fantastic player in his prime. He's no longer in his prime anymore. Okay? Recently, he actually went on and said that he wants to play for the 49ers, and then he deleted that comment, but everyone already saw it. But anyway, so why is it that it's good for us now, and specifically for Dak Prescott, that Dez Bryant's no longer there? Well, because of who Dez Bryant was, he felt like he had to force the ball to him. He had a higher QBR rating. I know a lot of you guys don't like QBR, but it's there for a reason. He had a higher QBR rating when Dez Bryant wasn't playing, when he wasn't throwing to him. When he was throwing to him, it went down. With Jason Witten, Jason Witten played in every game that Dak Prescott played in, so it's just the same all around. But still, I mean, granted, Dez Bryant has only been in the league for 2 years, but there's a reason why he's our starting quarterback. Okay, he earned that spot. The quarterback is the leader of the offense. He's the captain of the offensive ship. The defensive ship, it flux depending on who the captain of the team is. But still, it's better for Dak Prescott that Dez Bryant and Jason Witten are not there, because now he can actually spread the ball around. When they were there, he really only throw it to those 2 people. His rookie year, Cole Beasley was his number 1 guy because he's used to playing with slot receivers, not necessarily the type of players that Dez Bryant and Jason Witten are. And then defenses got smart and double teamed Cole Beasley. But now we have all these young guys, some rookies and some guys who weren't starters, who are now going to be starters, that the defense now has to pick. Okay, which guy do we cover? Do we cover this guy more? Do we cover this guy more? This guy more? Whoever. And now they have to choose. Do we cover Zeke? Do we cover the receivers? Do we cover the tight end? Do we cover, whoever? Do we watch for the quarterback sneak? Because now we have all these guys that are young, they're fast, and they're hungry, and they're wanting to prove something. They're there to prove something. So, with all that being said, if Dak starts to throw it more to, say, Michael Gallup, well, then Terrence Williams is going to be open, or Cole Beasley is going to be open. And then he can just switch it. He can switch it back to Cole Beasley, or you can switch to Terrence Williams, or you can switch to Tavon Austin, or whoever else is on their team. Noah Brown, or Dalton Schultz, or Rico Gathers, or the other guys, or Deontay Thompson if he makes the team. So now that the veterans or the number one receiver, Des Bryant was not a number one receiver toward the end of his career. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He's not a number one receiver. But now that they're gone, now he doesn't have to force the ball. Now we can go back to being what our identity was and still is to this day, which is a powerhouse running team. Now I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, it could be any quarterback back there as long as you got Zeke Elliott. Yeah, that's partly true. That's why I was actually hoping that the Browns would take Saquon Barkley. That way we don't have to deal with him. But the Giants took him. You don't have to have a number one receiver to make it into the playoffs, let alone win the Super Bowl. You don't have to have that. You can have a number one running back. You can have an all-star QB, which is what I think Dak Prescott is. You can have a great O-line and have have number two receivers, have a team of number two receivers. Because even though they're not number one receivers technically, they are still at least number two. Number two can sometimes beat a number one. Just saying. So, anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Hope y'all enjoyed. I know I probably pissed off a couple of y'all, but you know what? Who cares? So let me know down below what you guys think. And let me know who you think is going to be our number one or our top receiver this coming season. I'm going to go ahead and say it will probably be Cole Beasley again. I think it'll be Cole Beasley. And if it's not him, then I think it'll be Michael Gallup. All right? So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. God bless you all. Go Cowboys. Peace.